Officer Chang, proceed to the gymnasium.
Today I must address the graduating class as ladies and gentlemen. The door to our ranks is no longer closed to the fair sex. You could feel the tension, and it was Oriental women who were kicking down the door. But now that gender fight is over, and we must get on with our sworn duty. On the streets of our cities, our citizens are prey to the scum of the underworld. They depend on us to scour our society of all such criminal elements. I know I can count on you to uphold our tradition of honesty and valor in the performance of your duty. You men and women were selected from among the finest in the land. We send you out well-trained and well-armed, and you have no illusions about how dangerous your task will be. The very existence of our society rests in your hands.
got here. Do you really have to go back so soon?
Well, you're right, Jenny.
Not if you don't give me an address. You haven't told me what unit you've been assigned to.
Just right to the criminal section. It'll get to me.
Ever the leg man.
I'm practicing sleuthing. You walked through the market.
Okay, I confess, but how'd you know?
There's a piece of lettuce on your heel.
A piece of... Uh-huh. I'm not gonna speak till I see my lawyer. Go ahead and take me downtown. Now I get a turn.
Go for it.
It's real easy. Okay, a body is found. Interestingly, it was found swinging. Doors locked, windows locked. Is this a suicide or a murder?
He would have had to jump off furniture. A table, a cabinet.
Nope, nothing.
You mean not a stick of furniture?
Uh-huh. And no trace of an intruder.
Nobody at all? It seems really impossible.
Oh, one other thing. There was a lot of water on the floor.
Water.
The express train to Taipei is arriving on track 9.
It's right on time.
The second car. This one here. I'll be seeing you on New Year's.
Right. You better get on board.
Yeah. I'll call you, darling, as soon as I get in.
Yeah, okay.
See ya.
Bye.
I got it. He stood on a block of ice. See ya.
See ya.
Good morning, sir. Agent Gary Chang, reporting to my new commander, sir.
Here in Taipei, the hoods know who we are. We'll introduce you as the family doctor.
Forgot my stethoscope.
I want you to meet your new colleagues. This is Walter Wang. Gary.
Welcome aboard.
Not at all our favorite guy. This is Officer Wong.
Welcome.
Not a guy you'd turn your back on.
She's a great kid.
And oh, this tall guy in the cap, if you need a little Rocky power.
Rocky.
Hiya. I got clunked in the head and bandages, you know, but it's growing in okay again, ain't it?
What a pig. Robert! Split ends.
Addie!
Yen, anything wrong?
Where's Addie? She been in yet?
Annie's not due in today. And I thought you two were going to Taipei.
No fucking way. She put me.
She what? Come on, Robert. Annie wouldn't do that.
Hey, listen, sister, when we find Annie, we're gonna split more than her ends. Her ass is dead. And if you sing, it'll be your ass!
Let's go. Bitch, how could I have been so goddamn stupid?
Hey, cut it out. What's eating your ass ain't the fucking money anyway. You know what? Your Annie needs a real good fucking to die, as they say.
Sir, this is the way the young man found it. I suppose you'll want to take a closer look.
Go ahead.
Car 14. Car
14. Rather untidy package. Hastily thrown together, I would say. Bloodstains on the coat. Let's have a look at what's underneath.
Oh, God.
Sergeant, are you sure you're in the right line of work?
Sorry, Lieutenant.
And what the hell are these kids doing here? Go ahead, get your shots. Say cheese, dear.
All right, you people, go on home. Come on now, there's nothing more to see here.
We need more protection in this neighborhood.
You two carry the body. And I'll want that piece of cloth with the writing on it. What's it say?
And Fong. There's an address on Chongshan Street, Cow Swing City. Green silk coat with black velvet lining, butterfly-shaped buttons. Nothing in the right pocket. Left pocket, a single coin.
Lieutenant, headquarters is waiting for your report.
I'll call when this is finished.
2 sexy nightgowns.
Yeah.
The labels say, made in Taiwan. And here's a pair of panties. Brown plastic case, not in good repair, measuring 72 centimeters.
Okay, let's get the prints. Looks like she's been soaking for a while.
Homicide.
We got a doozy this time.
Go ahead.
The mutilated body of a young woman was fished out of the river under Highway 5.
Sergeant Ling, this is the homicide.
We've done all the
report.
preliminaries. Suggest the A-team come and have a look.
Right. Got it, Lieutenant. Yes, sir. I'll inform the chief. I'll get on it at once.
Headquarters to all units in the area of Highway 5 and the Kungwan River. 10-7 has been reported, and the commanding officer on the scene has requested backup. A special task force is on the way.
Step this way, sir.
That seems fairly obvious, Sergeant.
Still on the job, I see.
Yes, ma'am. It's a little muddy, I'm afraid.
Thanks. Looks like an iron bar was using this little lady. Whoever did this really enjoyed his work, I can tell you. The left eye is gone. Not much left of the nose. Severe bruises on the arm. This one on the neck. The evidence suggests that suffocation was the cause of death. My guess is that she was hanged. Yes, here's the proof. She defecated after being strangled. I estimate that she's been dead about a week. The next thing we have to do will be the analysis of her clothes and all those other things that you collected, Lieutenant. The biochemical report could take us at least a week or longer. I'll have to let you know. The forensic exam results I should know tonight. Should I call you?
Yes.
Right.
Thank you, Doctor.
Gary, come here, will you?
Yes, Chief. I'd like to introduce you to Sergeant Chow. He's an old hand at these things. I'm sure he'd be happy to show you the ropes.
Sergeant, I'd appreciate it.
His sister-in-law, Joan, that bitch, is such a pain in the rear end.
Why did you listen to her? She wants a shampoo and her hair cut, and she's asking you to do it for nothing. She wouldn't take advantage of me.
Yeah, and her only subject is their split ends.
Yes, ma'am. 3 o'clock will be fine, thank you.
We're from the police. Do you have an Annie Fong working here?
Well, she did.
How long has she been gone?
A week.
Did she say when she thought she'd return?
No.
But I should tell you, she had a very angry guy looking for her. Called her a whore. Yeah, I know what it was. Accused her of theft. He was like a wild man.
I'll need your employees and you, of course. I'll need you downtown. Could you do that? It's very important.
Yes.
Please examine them carefully. The identification of these articles is extremely important.
These definitely belong to her.
I recognize.
This outfit I remember. Oh, yes, these are her things,
Yes, I
definitely.
know those nightgowns. There was a big sale and we went shopping together. I told her they were real sexy.
There's no
Something
doubt.
has
Did you see her
happened.
panties?
I think that we
Yes,
should
and
know
I
just what
recognize
this
that
questioning
gorgeous
is
coat.
about.
Okay, let them see her. There's so little left of her face. Are you absolutely certain?
That's her body. I recognized her legs. It's her. We knew each other's bodies well. We all bathed together.
Interesting.
Sergeant, I just remembered. Annie took all her belongings to go live with her older sister, Jewel. She's down in the Tenderloin district.
Yes?
This is Sergeant Chow. We'd like to ask you some questions.
You have a sister who works as a beautician?
Yes, but she's not here now.
And when was the last time you saw her?
Not since she left on vacation. And today, that'd be a week ago. I remember she was afraid, couldn't wait to get away. At the time, I thought it was strange. Why she didn't... They've identified that body.
Are you Robert Yen?
Robert Yen, you're under arrest.
Robert, you want my considered advice? You'll confess to it. I've got 3 eyewitnesses in the beauty shop. You threatened her life.
I didn't intend to do anything. I didn't mean it.
Yet you murdered her. Come on, admit it.
I'm telling you, that bitch deserves a lesson, and for me, it'd be a pleasure. What I'd like to do to her, I'd like to do it to all women. She doesn't deserve you, Robert.
Her body, Sergeant. Can I see it?
Yes. Admit it! You killed her!
Annie, I'm so sorry.
She doesn't deserve you, Robert.
I did it.
Tell me why. Tell me why you did it. Just why did you kill her? Get started. I want to hear every sordid detail.
She agreed to meet me. I went to get back the money she stole from me. She didn't want to hear about it. Acted like she didn't know what I was talking about. Come on, Annie, give me a break. Come on, I need that dough for my business. Hey, what are you acting like this for, Annie? Come on, hey, it's me. We were lovers, right? Don't kid around, come on.
Hey, you want an answer? I suggest you listen. I loaned you plenty of yen. I merely collected on a loan.
I asked you nice, Annie.
Why don't you just disappear?
You act like a bitch, I'll treat you. Bitch, understood?
I'm not impressed.
You're about to become a statist! Give me that money!
And so I killed her.
And this is the cord you strangled her with. It's this one here. Is that correct?
Yes.
A witness.
There's one who saw Yen by a cord. It's open and shut, I would imagine.
She was stuffed in a suitcase. Surely you remember. Tell me where you got it.
In my basement.
And another thing. Could you describe to us just where you hid the body? Where did you hide the body after stuffing it in a suitcase?
In the woods.
Take him downtown.
Sir, it's all too easy. Don't you smell a rat?
What are you talking about?
It came too easy, the confession. He may not have done it.
What?
Sir, there are
Young
certain...
man, I know an open and shut case when I see it, so don't waste your breath.
Sir, listen, please. Yen says he was the guy that killed her. The autopsy report also shows severe cranial contusions. Nowhere is a beating referred to in the man's confession.
You're not at the academy anymore.
Listen, sir, I know I'm new boy on the block, but there are questions unanswered.
Come on, I'm all ears. What exactly are you talking about? Sounds dumb so far.
Is it dumb? You also have to admit that the girl hasn't been truly identified. Plus, no proof that he met her. Nobody remembered his face. No one could swear he was there.
And nobody could swear he wasn't.
How is it no one phoned in regarding the stink? Her body had begun to rot. Finally, a matter of dress. In fact, she was wearing a nightie.
How interesting. Do please stick to the facts of the matter.
That's it. No girl goes on the street dressed for bed. Not even a whore. Sir, am I being elementary or what?
You are no Sherlock Holmes. A super sleuth, you can forget it.
Some. It could be deja vu, and I understand that to be wrong could be awful. Still, I must reiterate it. Yen. No, proof no. In fact, it's a possibility. I'm aware that I just may have pushed this case too far.
Well put, you went too gosh darn far.
Hey, wait a second. You're forgetting my intuition. You must fall into such a trap. What is it about you older guys?
Huh? Listen to me and listen good. I know an asshole when I hear one, and I don't need fancy words to say it. Your father should have taken a good long stick to you. Goodbye.
But sir!
The chief asked me to expedite the report. I hope you will find it complete, sir.
This case is most interesting. Chief.
Sir.
Post all the men that you'll need on it. You will see about the autopsy. And check with the Central Vice Squad regarding the girl's record.
Yes, sir.
Chang.
Sir.
Chang, I know you're intelligent. And that you enjoy the vitality of youth, which is all to the good. But remember, we must rely on the evidence. Good luck.
Thanks, sir.
One of the interesting things we learned from the information supplied by the Vice Squad is that the hairdresser and sometime prostitute Ann Sao Mei was a heavy smoker, and yet this victim's teeth show no sign of stain. Furthermore, and I know that you will find this even more, excuse the pun, arresting, Captain Kai, is that I would guess the age of the victim to be about 26. So young to die, 26. But the point is we know the age of Ann Sao Mei to be only 19. Give me the tape. There. The victim's height is 162 centimeters, but Aunt Sao Mei stands only 156 centimeters. Also, the victim was gifted with a pair of very beautiful legs, while according to her girlfriends and the manager at the beauty parlor, Anne Salme was decidedly bow-legged.
Sir, we have the fingerprint report. There appears to be no doubt that Anne Salme's prints do not match those of the victim. See for yourself.
Well, there is no doubt that Anne Salme and the victim are two different persons.
Dr. Chung, have a look at this. It's a hair that we found on the victim's body. It doesn't appear to be a pubic hair, but we'll have to check further. In any case, it could well be important in a forensic investigation.
The ears of the unfortunate young lady have been pierced. As you can see, the hole in her right ear is still visible despite the damage. An analysis of the hair tells us she dyed it blonde about 6 months ago. The original color was, of course, black, as in all Chinese men and women. The details in this written report speak eloquently for themselves.
And let's not forget this rather angry-looking scar on her belly, the result, I'd say, of an appendectomy. We can check that out with all the hospitals. Ye shall know a surgeon by his stitches, as they say.
This eyebrow hair under her fingernail, in all probability, was scratched from her assailant during the poor girl's desperate attempt to escape his attack.
Which means that possibly she managed to mark the murderer's face before she died. We have also established that A, the deceased was not a virgin, and that B, she had recently had an abortion. Perhaps more interesting, from a strictly forensic point of view, of course, is that there were traces of semen on her private parts, indicating that she had enjoyed male-female sexual congress shortly before her demise.
Doctor, shall we cut to the chase?
Cut is the operative word. Hamburger, French fries, pickles, corn on the cob, all washed down with a strawberry shake. Her last meal was rather tasty, but not very Chinese.
Minister?
Commissioner.
Good to see you.
Thanks.
I wish to say at the outset, gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to see many familiar faces, especially in a time of crisis. People want this murder solved, and I am responsible to them. We are all in the same boat. We are servants of the people. They pay our salaries. We provide them protection from harm. Now they are saying we are unable to give them that protection. We must regain their confidence. We must capture the perpetrator of this heinous crime. And I say this group, including the females, shall run down the culprit and restore the reputation that we enjoyed.
Ladies and gentlemen, you'll please turn to the report on the autopsy. The importance of these analyses is impossible to exaggerate. I mean exaggerate in the best sense. We must attack this incident in concert. We must use every means at our disposal to attack it together. And that includes all present, in order to regain the public's trust in our organization. A, we must find the girl Anne Salme. She alone can prove the innocence of Yen Qingping. B, we must identify the murder victim. Run a check on all missing females in the area. Pay special attention to those who recently visited Japan. C, make use of all broadcasting media and ask for the cooperation of the citizens. Anyone who thinks they may know her can view the victim's body at any time. Now, I know this will cost us hard work, We're dedicated to capturing the one who killed this unfortunate woman and bringing him to justice.
I just want to say to you all, you're a splendid group. The Oriental Pride and Joy. And the proof of our value, ladies and gentlemen all, lies in the early capture of the murderer.
Any information leading to the arrest and conviction of the murderer will be kept strictly confidential. Generally reported. All citizens are urged to cooperate fully with the police. This ruthless and cruel killer must be hunted down and brought to justice.
Are you sure? You're sure it's her?
Just like I said.
How about, would you mind, please, taking me there?
Anmei, it's the police. They want to talk to you.
Mr. Yen, how about a statement? How does it feel to be free?
Why did you confess to a crime you didn't commit?
This way, Mr. Yen.
What about your girlfriend?
How did they find her?
So far, we've come up with nothing. Less than nothing, as a matter of fact. It does hurt the ego. It's an insult to my work ethic. I know they're saying the police need a new broom. A shake-up in the department. Well, we mustn't let a little criticism stress us out. We've still got a killer to catch.
Ah. I have here a comprehensive list of each and every name. Travelers to Japan. All females who went in and out of the country. It covers the last 6 months. Kai, we've got to find this bastard. He's out there waiting to strike again. He must be brought to justice.
We can ask the council to increase the reward. There is a woman on the council I think we can get to.
I'd say anything's worth a try. Anything to bring him in.
Is this the residence of one Lin Chin Chu?
Oh, yeah.
Mind answering a few questions?
Oh, yeah, step in.
Thanks. Let's see, you would be her brother-in-law, is that correct?
Right.
Is Miss Lin here now?
Oh, no, she went to Kaohsiung.
Oh, that's interesting. I'll write it down. And your wife, where's she?
Oh, she's gone to Japan.
Oh, that's interesting. Are you a Japanese music fan?
Oh, yes, I am. You could call it disciple. You a fan?
I'll just make a note of that. Has Miss Lin traveled to Japan recently?
No. But she plans to go when she returns from Kaohsiung.
Ah. Would you notify us as soon as she returns?
Of course.
Who lent you the car?
I bought it.
Bought it? You must be kidding. A car? Cars cost a whole lot of moolah. Not to mention what you owe Lin.
Sometimes one has bad fortune that becomes one's good fortune.
Another one of your old Chinese proverbs, darling? What happened to your motorcycle?
I sent it off to your brother.
And where's Lin? Why didn't she come to the airport with you?
She went to Kaohsiung to become a dancing girl again.
Oh, but she swore she was through with that life.
Don't worry about Lynn. That girl always lands on her feet.
Well, I like that. You left out the part that she always starts on her back.
Listen here. You want to go fishing? That's okay. You do what you want to do. Because yours truly ain't got nothing to hide.
You can put it down, say it's fishing. Only your wife, huh? I waited, but you never phoned me. You fed the suspicion that you and Lin were nanky-pooing while I was in Tokyo.
Come on. Don't break my chopsticks, huh? Why'd you lay one on me? Come on. Huh? Hey. Come on.
I bet it was your fault. Your fault she went away.
Oh, come on. I tell you, I didn't screw her.
The truth is not in your eyes.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? I'm your husband. I demand respect.
You're a Chinese asshole.
I'm off, Ma.
You're so busy. I never get a chance to talk to you. All work and no play makes Chang a dull boy.
What do you want to talk about?
All work and no play also keeps me from being a granny. I can't become a granny until you become a father. When are you going to marry that, what's her name, that nice girl you're engaged to? I want to become a granny.
Ma, she's coming here to celebrate New Year's. Boopy-doo.
She's going to stay here? Now, I want to put in an order, a little granddaughter.
This case isn't solved by the new year. It's gonna be my Oriental ass.
According to police sources, the coin found in the victim's pocket suggests that she might have recently traveled to Japan. A number of people have come to view the body, but so far...
Can't you see I was listening, Hung? You do that. You do that to me all the time. That girl could be Lynn.
Don't be ridiculous. You've got too much imagination is your problem. Lynn. You go to Japan a lot. Does that mean the body is yours?
If I go, it's 'cause you send me. I tried to locate my sister, called all the dance halls. Nobody heard of her. If that whore, that's the proper word. The Italians call it puttana. It's a word you don't know. Where is she if not in Kaohsiung? You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Let's check the body. Lynn is your sister-in-law.
Let's do it tomorrow. After all, you've been away 10 days. I missed you. We'll check it tomorrow.
Oh, you're going down there now, okay?
I tell you, I was not balling your sister. This close to the Chinese New Year, it's bad luck to look at a corpse. Uh-oh. Out of gas, dear. Rise a bone. Hey, I got a better idea. A better one. Why don't you go and visit your mama? She's probably heard from the bitch.
You're an asshole.
Not many brother-in-laws would give you such a great bike.
But despite that cold front...
Ma, you work too hard. Sit down and take a rest.
I like to work. All play and no work made you a dull girl.
Dull I may be, but at least I'm not a you-know-what. I'm worried about her, though. I imagine all kinds of things happening to her.
It's not the first time she went off like this. But to be away this long without even a phone call or a card, I do worry a lot about her.
All television stations have been asked to show the clothing that was worn by the...
Ma, I do understand your feelings. For example...
These include 2 white nightgowns, this pair of white underpants made in Japan, the distinctive coat shown here. It is made of green silk and has a black velvet lining. Then there is
Lynn, my daughter!
Huh?
Why has she been killed? Lynn, my daughter! Oh, no. Oh,
Ma,
no,
you mustn't. Ma!
The green coat, I recognized it. It was her coat, hers. I recognized the dark brocade on the collar.
Ma, it isn't necessarily the corpse's coat. They might have loaned it to her.
I'll just bet she did.
Mother knows.
I'll bet you the coat's just a coincidence. I bet it'll turn up stolen.
I better call Hung to bring the auto.
Yeah.
We'll go to the police.
Right, call.
My poor dead baby.
What?
What? Here's what. I was here at Mama's, just sitting here watching the news on the tube, and then Ma began to wax hysterical.
What are you talking about? Tell Ma our daughter just called me. Sounded mighty fine for a corpse. She wanted to know if I could help her out a little. She's got a little dough she's sending me for the family. When it gets here, I'll send a messenger. Tell Ma not to worry. How are you?
Much better. Will you accept my apology?
Goodbye. Your name calling, bitch.
Ma, He just talked to Lin, he said. She's all right. She called from Kaohsiung, he said. She's sending him money. As soon as he gets her money, he will send it here by messenger.
What'd I tell you, Ma?
Anybody home? I have a special delivery for Mrs. Ching.
That must be from Lin. I guess she found a way to send it directly. Coming!
Better count it. Make sure it's all there.
See, Ma, I told you there was nothing to worry about. Didn't I tell you there was nothing to worry about?
You were right.
There's got to be a way.
The Chinese tradition, from time immemorial, is that on New Year's...
Sir, would you have a look at this? It needs your signature.
Wait just a minute. You'll ruin the train of thought. It's not only intuition I feel. Kai, everyone in the country, they all gather together at New Year's without exception. Not to attend is unacceptable. Doesn't that mean that the only persons who are missing then must be in trouble?
Yes.
Lieutenant Wu?
Sir?
Contact the broadcasting media. The message that I want broadcast, in the interest of the state, and they should get moving just as quickly as it is possible.
Yes, sir.
Anyone who's missing at the traditional family get-together on New Year's should be reported to the police. That should get the unidentified victim identified without further delay. How's that for good thinking, Captain Kai?
That's why you're the commissioner, sir.
You are such a little booby. I think you got more on your face than on the present. And you, just look what a mess you are.
Ma, Pa's gonna like my present best. Oh, Lee, come on, you're full of hot air. Look at mine, Ma.
You've both made equally beautiful Chinese New Year presents, and I know that your father will be real pleased.
I don't trust this kid. He's not a very good driver.
We need rain. So dry. We really need rain. That's what I think, anyway.
He's a decent kid. Just a little stupid. You think she's here yet? I didn't see her
I'll
car
go and
out
see.
front.
I'm sure she took the train anyway. Oh, Lin, Hung. Bit of rain for the new year. Lin? Ma, they're not here, neither one of them.
That's cheating. You're such a greedy guts. Go turn on the TV. Suppose the train was late. She would call, wouldn't she?
She wouldn't miss New Year's. Here's a soda.
If anyone in your family is missing, you are urged to contact directly Commissioner Font Lee. He'll be at the morgue throughout the day. This is an urgent message, so please do call. Our channel, and I'm sure all the others, just wants to say to you, welcome home.
You can go, except for those on morgue assignment. Happy New Year. Night. Commissioner.
We got a call from a lady who says her daughter's been out of touch for some time. She's never missed a family reunion at New Year's, but this year she didn't show.
Call the commissioner?
Yes, sir.
Who's she?
My mother.
Mother.
Actually, Mom made the call.
This way.
Are you sure you want to look, Ma?
That's her!
This is your daughter? Are you certain of it?
Lynn!
Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure?
That button, I recognize it. I recall the day that I sewed it on myself.
Captain, I recognize this. I gave it to her as a present. And this bed cover, I gave her this too. I bought them on a trip to Japan. Oh, my poor sister.
And she dyed her hair recently.
Yes.
And she had an appendectomy.
Yes.
Men, it looks to me as though we finally discovered the identity of the victim. I want to see all our top key technicians at headquarters. From there, we'll converge on the house where she lived.
Sir, this is Mr. Chung, the landlord.
Commissioner?
A real pleasure.
This way.
Go according to procedure, collect all relevant evidence, don't miss anything.
Yes, sir.
See there under the fluorescent light? We better check the vase. Unless I'm very much mistaken, these chemicals will reveal the presence of blood. Human blood.
Nice looking lady.
Letting you fly and get that print in the corner.
Silk. The lady sure had a lot of expensive clothes. My wife couldn't afford anything like this. I suggest we include it in the lot we're sending downtown. The label says romantic. Sexy, in a word. We'll see what the coroner says.
Thread. Where's the other cover? In my opinion, this thread, could be the clincher that you need to locate the site of the killing. This mattress is new. No doubt in my mind, Minister. This is where she died. The cause of death. All the indications are she was strangled. There are traces of excrement on the fabric.
Well, you see, he's my fiancé.
But he's not in right now. You can wait inside.
Thanks.
Frank, will you check that out and then take him down to the lab, please?
Yes, sir.
Well, we've still got a killer to catch.
Inspector Chen?
Oh.
Check out Lynn's connections in the Kaohsiung underworld and see if they have an MO on her there.
I'll get on it.
Chang?
Sir?
I'd like you to handle a job. I'd also like you to get used to the helicopter. go to where Lynn's mother lives.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Sir, the young lady is here to see Detective Tang, sir.
He's on a special mission. You can tell her that.
Yes, sir.
Kai, a woman has to be crazy to want to be married to a policeman.
Are you saying my wife belongs in an asylum?
Clearly, Kai, the lady is mad as a hatter. Same as mine.
A body hair. I need it certified. You can mark down I found the hair on her nightdress.
I found a nice fat print on the lady's shades.
I heard it's bad luck to look at I hate to say it, dead body. But I don't care.
And that bike, I assume it's yours.
Present. I got it from my brother-in-law.
Commissioner, Chang is back. His evidence is in the lab.
Ah. Gentlemen, this is where our celebration will go on.
Commissioner. Commissioner. She brought this basket your wife did.
A cop's wife doesn't forget. Is that a Chinese woman or is she American? Let's eat.
This looks good.
Boy, finished. Let me at it.
Pass me some of that. And an apple.
Hey, could you bring that over here?
Oh.
Hey.
Sir, is this kitty or dog?
Oh, this is the year of the rat.
Sir, this blood specimen was found on a vase in her house.
I think that you should do the obvious.
Sir, we're having a difficult time extracting blood from the lady's heart.
Difficult time. I'll tell you a way to handle that, poser Kai. You've got to enter the cranial cavity. Don't worry if it takes you 4 or 5 times.
Got it. We found this gray stuff in her spinal cord.
Off to the lab.
Oh.
Doctor, the results of our lab analysis on the blood on the vase indicate we've got an otite.
Doctor,
Yes?
the Guy Pan procedure indicates positive.
Oh my God! Put him in the chair. Oh, just try to relax, Doctor.
Let's compare the hairs. The hair is identical to the one found at the house. Here we see it magnified, should there be any doubters. It's the same hair.
Take a look at these prints. Blown up as they are, you can see that they curve in the same direction. Both the same. Then there's the padded rib on the side of the print. We have it here, and we have it here. Again, we have it on both prints. This is science. And you will notice here in the center of the thumb, lining the ridge, that is the key to identification. Now, once again, to repeat, this is an exact science, the science invented in China. That's right, it was invented here. We were taught that in fingerprint school. This whorl here and this telltale configuration here prove beyond the slightest doubt what we suspected from the outset. I call your attention to these lines here. Look closely and you'll see them. They signify that the person to whom the prints belong, they are one and the same.
Hey, I got a press card.
There isn't anyone here. They were released for the New Year celebration.
Is that right? What are all those lights doing on if there's no one up there?
You heard me. The entire building's empty.
There's something going on here, but I don't know what. Could be a break in the case of the murdered girl. In any case, I'm going to stay here and bird dog them till I find out what's going on. Keep the rewrite man there. I'll get back to you when I get something solid. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Imbecile.
Scientific evidence proves that the body was indeed the murdered girl, Lin Chin Pu. Now, this young lady, needless to say, had not only one boyfriend. I checked. These two, as you will see on the cassette, the likeliest suspects, according to me. The first one we see is a Mr. Wang. He met her about 3 years ago, and their relationship developed very fast. He was generous with her, and she repaid him with intimacies not forthcoming from his wife. He says he left town on a business trip several days before the body was found. He says he regards her death as a most unfortunate incident. I don't see him as the primary suspect in the murder. I shall press on. Play button. This beefy character met her about a year ago. His name is Chow, and he has a record as long as your arm. Lin's mother didn't like him and attacked him one night in their home. She made Lin promise never to see him again. Her proficiency at violence belies that little lady's appearance. Chow admits that he was very angry at Lin for refusing to see him anymore, but swears he was not the killer. However, he could not remember where he was at the time of the murder. But given his character, there's moral turpitude, and there's his record also. We haven't any eyewitnesses. I'll be the first fellow to admit it. However, I don't have any doubt that the man who killed her was him.
I agree. No other conclusion.
Sir, Chow. I know he's innocent because the one who did kill Lin is still out there. You have to know just what this killing's all about. There had to be a reason to take her life. Her life was in danger because of her money. She knew this herself. Neither Wang nor Chow had any interest in her money. They cared only about the pleasures of her body. There's no evidence to the contrary. In fact, under the law, here in the country of China, I'll get into that later, those two wanted her favors. The guy that murdered her, I'd say that sex didn't enter into it. The problem is that she trusted this here fella, and he counted on it. No one knew him. Evidence will show you that no one knew him, in the sense that you can actually live with someone and still not know him. She loaned the guy everything. She even paid his numbers. Hung Ching Hung was the murderer, gentlemen. She was killed for money, and by her own brother-in-law.
Hung Ching's the man that we have to find. I'd say that it's perfect. Your method of reasoning effortless. You are a credit to China.
He's a Chinese male. Consider him dangerous. You should cover all ports of entry. The minister wants this guy captured. Lots of kudos will go to the one who captures him. He wants you to comb every nook and cranny. This killer murdered a girl civilian.
I repeat, the murder suspect is expected to try to flee the country. Cover all airports, harbors, and train stations. The suspect was last reported driving a late model Mitsubishi. License plate number 437532. The suspect may be armed and is considered dangerous.
You think he actually did commit suicide?
You'd like us to believe he did? Wu, your department, everyone on duty, and no exception. Let's get him, okay?
Yes, sir.
Things are looking good.
What's he gonna do, you think?
Yeah, you're the big winner. What are you gonna do?
Hey, how about something to drink over here?
Come on, make up your mind.
I ask you, is that a real poker face or what?
Inscrutable.
Inscrutable?
In-friggin' scrutable.
Is he kidding?
I'm out.
Me too.
Read him and weep.
Tough shit.
I'm not used to all this bull. Are you here to make
50, 100.
So nice to be a winner.
It's so not nice to be a loser. Come back, bye-bye.
Bastards.
Come on, be nice.
Let go!
You know you like it. Come on.
Get your hands off me! No! I said let go!
Oh.
No!
You happy now? You had to get to that point, you rapist.
Hey, who are you trying to kid? You loved it. You're made for me.
Hung, you're just kidding yourself. I'm engaged to get married.
Really? Who would marry a hooker?
I won't listen to any more insults. Let me go.
Just a minute, Lynn. Who you marrying?
Somebody who treats me good.
Oh. Wang. Congratulations. But does your friend know you're a hooker? Not to worry. You know you can trust your brother-in-law. Relatives got to stick together. To prove to you that my heart is in the right place, I'll be a witness.
Buzz off.
A whore is a whore. It's in the social plan. You got a guy fooled? So fool the man. But you know, there's a price on things in this world. Lynn, I need a little favor. You do too. Money. A little loan, honey.
Not a chance. You got your last yen out of me.
Oh, you're gonna act that way? No wedding.
I have no money.
Hey, you told me you had 50 grand.
I need it for my dowry. You owe me plenty. I want the dough.
Baby, I'm warning you. You hold out on me, you'll regret it. I'll tell Wu that you're a hooker. I'll do anything I gotta do to get the money.
Hung, I hate you for that. To your kind, I'm just your bimbo, you think. A surrogate wife. The only thing you care shit about is, all it is my money and your pride.
Lynn, wait! Lynn, it ain't the money that I care about. Come on, Lynn, open up. Open the door. Please, open. I ain't gonna hurt you. Oh, Lenny, why don't you open?
What are you doing?
Who, me? You know what I was doing? I was just looking for the loot. You weren't whoring. I'll teach you, you little two-bit whore! You need a lesson you'll never forget.
Don't forget that I bought you every stitch that you own. Taught you how to shop. You fed the gamblers, but I was out earning it. Then you had to marry my sister, just to get under her 90. Are you banging my mother on the side as well?
I'll kill you, you bitch! Police? Better you call the morgue. Tell the coroner to get ready for you. I'll miss you. You were good in bed.
If he does make contact, I would truly appreciate it
if you would let us know without delay.
Can you tell me what it's about?
Just routine questions.
I see. And I'll help in any way I can.
Huh? Who's in there?
Stop! Stop, thief! Stop him!
Roam the area according to plan. 6 men from column A fan out along the northern perimeter. The suspect has been sighted and is considered dangerous. 6 from column B proceed as designated. Red 10. Red 10.
Inspector! We found our man.
What do you think, sir?
I know the evidence is still only circumstantial.
Ah, there you are. The results are in.
Oh. Yes, Doctor?
Fabulous news. The analysis is in, and we know who this hair belongs to. It was Hung's.
Hey, science.
Good. Now listen to this. The flake of skin under Lynn's nail has also been identified. You got the killer, sir.
Hey, excellent. Congratulations to you.
What is it? What happened to him?
Doctor! It must be overworked.
Commissioner?
Doctor.
It won't help. Our coroner is poisoned. It's too late to help. He was fatally infected by thanatropic fluids in the victim's body. He kept it a secret from all of us.
Hear me, Lee. Your proof is perfect. In China, there will one day be a monument to all the heroes who gave their lives in the cause of forensic medicine.
Captain, I've been waiting here all night. What about the murder case?
As a reporter, it is incumbent on you to know. We solved it.
What a story. Wait till I tell the editor.
Guess there's another woman.
Guess I'm caught. Jen, the case is solved.
It is?
For New Year's, why don't we get married and make my mother a grandma?